Hey guys, I'm Josie, and I'm here today with Whitney and Stuart and Mackenzie. And so the topic that I wanted to discuss today is, I think, something that we all think about as marketers. So people are getting bombarded daily with like 3,000 brand messages, and they're finding it harder and harder to trust traditional marketing and advertising. So my question is, how do we win these people over? Like, what's a good way to, reach out, connect, and build that trusting relationship? So I would like to start with Whitney. What do you think?
Sure. Yeah, I think that's a great question, since trust in traditional marketing is so low right now. And like you said, they're being bombarded from every side with marketing messages. My tip would be for brands to really consider that they are putting value into every message that they send out. The marketing message shouldn't always just be about selling a product or service.
Exactly.
You can be a valuable resource to people, and I think that really goes a long way as far as cultivating that relationship with consumers.
Yes, exactly. 80-20 rule is what I always think about. So
yeah,
80%, being yourself, putting out, just your company culture type messages, and then 20% of the salesy type stuff. Yeah,
exactly.
So since you have to have a little bit of that, but so on that note, though, talking about trust and value and that sort of thing, one of the things that I think is true now more than ever is that consumers really trust each other more than they trust brands.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about like testimonials, reviews, how they connect with each other on social media. So what do you guys think about those types of things?
The second you say that, I immediately think of influencer marketing, which I really think has come out really strong in the last 2 to 3 years, where it's an individual who really promotes the brand or the product or something along those lines.
I see tons of that.
Yeah, and it's an individual that people have like learned to trust. Like it's this popular blogger or something along those lines, and they believe that person and they'll trust whatever brand that they tell them. Like if it's a handbag or a health food or something like that, I feel like they're going to end up buying that just because that influencer told them to. And I know that it's really popular on Instagram, but kind of across all marketing messages, I think that influencers are really making an impact.
Yeah, absolutely. Good point. Mackenzie, what do you think?
I would say it's so important to pull your core values through all of your marketing strategies. Now more than ever, people are aligning themselves with businesses that are giving back to their community and doing good. So I think that that's really important to earn that trust with them.
Yeah, definitely. So one of the things that I think about is, companies that bear a social corporate responsibility. And so, when companies donate a percentage of their sales to a certain cause, or if they sell clothing, then they donate and match that. So, that's definitely something to think about as well, and a good way to build trust.
Yep, and I would say I'm definitely guilty of that as well.
Yeah, I definitely shop brands that care more about stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So important to give back. And Stuart, what do you think?
So the word that I sort of think of about this is authentic. So being really authentic to your brand and to your audience. I know at Addison Clark, personally, we believe in more driving business results rather than flashy designs and following the latest trend in SEO or whatever. We just really believe in sort of staying on track, meeting those business results, and not following the latest sort of catchy, flashy item, shiny object. So I think that just being really authentic is so important.
Yeah, definitely agree. So being authentic, company, giving back and that sort of thing. Yeah. And values, those are all definitely great ways to build trust with a brand. So I think those are all great points. Thank you guys. And thank you for joining us today.